How's it going? It's NastyT, and this is another episode of the Optimal Class series. Today we're breaking down the Remington. We'll be talking about the strengths, weaknesses, some unique things about it, and of course I'll be showing you the optimal class for the weapon. If you have not seen this series before, I recommend watching episode 1. The link's in the description. It kind of tells you what this series is about. It's kind of taking each weapon, showing you what perks, equipment, kill streaks to pair with it. Also in that episode there's some like nerdy Call of Duty vocabulary I use to describe things like RPM, range, all these different things and kind of the description for them. First let's get into this gun's greatest strength. Its range is absolutely ridiculous. It has the best range out of any assault rifle in the game, and that leads to it being one of the better guns in the game. The way range works, it's coupled with damage. So your character has 100 health, and whether your gun does 49 damage on a bullet up close, 45 or 40 damage, it doesn't really matter because you have to cross that 100 damage threshold to kill someone. So your range becomes very important because as the bullet travels further, it does less damage. But with this gun, that isn't as noticeable. So your 3-shot kill range, the amount of time your bullet stays strong enough to kill someone in 3 shots, is longer than every other assault rifle in the game. It's kind of in that marksman rifle, light machine gun territory. So that is what you want to know. You want to look down like long hallways. I'm up on this top building here and I'm looking down really long lines of sight. So you want to stay with that because other guns like submachine guns will be doing 5 or 6 shots to kill while I'm still doing 3 shots to kill, so I'll have the advantage. So that's its greatest strength. One of its biggest weaknesses is it fires very slow. I believe it's the slowest firing assault rifle in the game, and that leads to a little bit of trouble up close. If someone has a submachine gun that fires quite a bit quicker, they can get damage out faster, and they can kill you if you both pull your gun up at the same time and start shooting. Obviously, their gun shoots faster, they'll get more damage on you quicker. So that is a little bit of an issue. Also, the clip size. Standard for assault rifles is 30 bullets. This only has 24, so it leads to some issues there. Let's get into the class breakdown. The silencer and thermal scope. I like to have those on because you're going to look down long distances with the thermal, so you want to be able to see people clearly. You can flip to that makeshift red dot. Silencer, we'll get into that a little bit later. IED, like I said, this gun is not great up close, so you want to have the IED to kind of keep people away from you or blow people up to get too close. For perks, quick draw and ready up, I'm going to have those on a lot of classes. Anything that can kind of enhance your reaction time never hurts. It will help you win some maybe fights you weren't ready for. Focus is extremely important because whenever you get shot, your gun kicks up. Focus helps minimize the kick up of the gun so your aim will stay on target longer. Hardline. I don't have this on every class, but I do like it to have on the Remington because my kill streaks are SATCOM, dogs, and sentry gun. Kind of lower, easier to get kill streaks, and it's only 4 kills for a dog, and because this gun is very good, I do end up getting a lot of 4, 5, and 6 kill streaks. So the SATCOM helps because of the radar, and the dog because, like I said, people get close to you, and that's not the gun's strength. So if you have an IED and a dog, you're going to be able to neutralize a lot of people around you that get too close. The sentry gun, I just prefer that. I would definitely say you could change that. It's really up for really anything you want. Smoke on this class. I like that because this gun is very good, so I find myself on objectives because I can push forward easier because this gun's so strong. So it can help you take objectives, but also you have the thermal scope, and if you're ever going to cross like a large area, you can kind of throw the smoke and then look through it with your thermal and see if it's safe, and then move to the position you want to get to. That pretty much wraps it up for perks, equipment. The smoke you don't have to run, that's just a preference thing. My last perk's Gambler. I just like that because you can get something pretty cool. You can get a 3-point perk sometimes. So you could definitely take Gambler off, take smoke off, and use a different 2-point perk. That's definitely up to you. Oh, I wanted to touch on the silencer, kind of a unique thing about this gun. So like I said, this gun has just mammoth range where it can compete with marksman rifles, light machine guns, outclasses every assault rifle. And the way a silencer works is it doesn't affect your damage, it just decreases your range. I think it's by like 20% or 25% in this game, something like that. So if you put it on a submachine gun and its 3-shot kill range is only, let's just say, 15 feet, if you reduce that by 20%, you have a very small window for 3-shot kills. But because this gun has, let's just say again for example, 50 feet, a ton, if you reduce that by 20%, you still have a lot of room to work with inside that 3-shot kill range. So the silencer doesn't hurt you as much, and it keeps you off the radar, which is a big plus. So that pretty much wraps up the optimal class for the Remington. Silencer's big, thermal scope's huge. Like I said, you could change the Smoking Gambler if you want. If you want a different two, you could use Ping, different 2-point perk. But that's pretty much going to wrap up the Remington. Probably the best overall gun in the game. It does have its weaknesses, but it has a lot of strengths to make up for it. Well, my name's NastyT, and thanks for the view.